in a really good spot there. Zilisch being better. Just the speed being there is good.
How do you kind of assess where you guys are at? Because you had the high one in the 600, and then since then, a couple top tens. And Saturdays haven't gotten much better. So how do you kind of assess where you're at?
Similar. The high spot of the 600 is just an incredible feat of what we're able to do that whole weekend. Be fast Saturday, and we crash, but I'll take some speed if it is at some risk, and it just hasn't been that way. There's been risk, we've been slow. So yeah, not much different than before this.
Ross, knowing how you guys are looking for speed, how aggressive does that have to make you during the playoffs, knowing that every play matters?
Well, you have to finish first. First, you must finish. So I feel like there's a balance of that. At Dover is a good reminder of I was trying really hard to catch the next car and stay ahead of the car behind me for 1 point, and I crashed. I overcorrected. I got loose. I overcorrected. I hit the wall really hard with like 15 to go. So can't do that. That's a non-negotiable. That was a really good, really hard reminder of how on edge we are on these cars. So I can't try any harder.
Hey Ross, how has your road course racing progression and I guess preparation changed with Shane and Connor kind of being in the fold?
It has a lot. It's hard to even really put a number or a metric on it that really makes sense to say out loud. I've done over a decade of learning from my first truck race on a road course in 2013. That was my first time I ever turned right. And I've been trying to learn ever since, and I've done all different kinds of schools. And y'all heard me talk about Skip Barber and Chevy's program out of Spring Mountain. Chevy Camaros at the racetracks that we go to. That's been a big help doing it at track. The Connor and Shane stuff is tough. I mean, they are so good, and from my point of view, they don't always know why. They just are that fast. They just have that natural ability. Connor doing it since he went off across the pond to race road courses as a kid. Shane is old, so he's just been doing it so long because of his age. And these specific like circuit style left and right hand tracks with really tight proximity walls. So it's tough. It is the most challenging thing of my career has been driving on road courses with my teammates and trying to be competitive because they're so good.
You say that sometimes they don't know why. So how is that for you then to kind of figure out what they're doing, or maybe get them to explain a little bit more as to why they're doing what they're doing, how they're doing it, and then transfer that into your driving style?
Yeah, I'll ask them I think it's a simple question that I don't have the answer to of why they do a certain thing a certain way, and Shane will just look at me and because it's faster, mate, because it's better, mate. And I'm like, why? How do I do it? Like, what do I do with my feet? And that's where he's been really helpful is, well, do your feet like this, and pressure here, more pressure here, less pressure here. And then you have to adapt to your car. Even though we build them really similar, they can still come out different.
Thank you.
Are you learning heel toe braking for him?
No. He's even came our way on some, but he still does it. So no, I haven't. I dabbled in it, and I realized that it was the undertaking of it was going to slow me down more, and it did. It slowed me down more than just left foot braking. So, can't do it, and haven't put the time in.
The playoff schedule is very different this year compared to last year. Have you looked at that? Does that benefit you, or you not gotten that far ahead yet?
I haven't gotten that far ahead. So we got here, which was a big undertaking to prepare for. Richmond has already been on the schedule, prep-wise, getting laps there. It's as far ahead as I've looked so far.
Not even Daytona.
That's they tell me when to pit. They tell me how much gas to save, and we see if I aim for the thin smoke, then I try to make it through.
You finished fifth at Richmond last year. How much confidence does that give you, or have the cars evolved that much that you don't feel like you have an advantage?
I feel like we can go anywhere and compete. We just have to do it. We have the pieces, we have the people, we have the resources, but actually executing on that on the weekend has been where we failed. So if we can go and get our balance right and grip right in practice and qualifying, that sets us up for a good race day. And we have won the Richmond 125 a couple of times, but getting all 400 in is is tough. It's something we've struggled with. So we've done it a couple times, but yeah, we have the ability to do it, I believe. So full confidence that our prep will get us there.
You mentioned that winning the Coca-Cola 600, you thought that played in your advantage because it gave you 600 miles to dial the car in. How do you get better off the truck?
That is a multi-million-dollar question that I think the Trackhouse we would pay a lot of money to find out. That's why we race, is to try to figure it out.
Justin talked about the Trackhouse 2.0 as he works, trying to make you guys better and do the things that allow you to do the things you would need to do. I'm guessing you're more of a day-to-day, week-to-week, that there's not as much you can do other than provide the instant feedback to give him the guidelines to build this 2.0, or what's kind of your role in kind of helping, reach that next level for Trackhouse?
Well, there is going to be a bit of a shift in that. Starting next year, I'll be the longest tenured driver at Trackhouse, so that comes with just the math of the time I've been there and the time I've had to know the people inside of our building. I let our team do their jobs. Like I do not come in on Monday mornings and yell and scream and tell them we need a different right rear spring and a different left front upper control arm. I'm not that driver. But I understand that there's I probably do need to be more vocal sometimes about what I'm feeling in the car, because if the car drives decent, I want to just go drive it and try to exploit it on track and let me go learn. Whereas there is a better way to do it sometimes and a better setup. So not kicking and screaming in those meetings. That's up for other people to do, and people that understand the cars more.
Is it since you brought up, how significant is it to you to be starting next year longest tenure in the terms of is there a different responsibility? Because look, if there's something you're feeling in the car, you're going to say it now, or you should say it now, as opposed to wait till next year. So what does it mean? Is there an added responsibility or added things that you need to do as you look toward the future?
I never purposely wait to tell them if I feel something wrong in the car, but a lot of times I'm just quiet about it because I don't realize how bad it is. And then I'll talk to another driver, and now my teammates I've had, and I realize, oh wow, mine's really bad. I need that better to go faster, but I'm just out there dealing with it. And then that's where you see me make mistakes, crash, getting other people trying too hard for the balance being off. So, nothing drastically changing going into next year, but it's gonna be different teammates. So, it will, no matter what, nobody's gonna have been there longer than me.
What you guys can see the data for SVG. You guys are all talented, or you wouldn't be at this level. How is it that somebody can win 3 in a row at a particular type of course? I mean, look, even for as good as you guys are on ovals, there isn't usually somebody winning 3 straight short tracks in this era. So for as good as you guys are, with all the data that's there, why can't any of you guys beat SVG?
He's that good. He's got the age to execute, and he's got the speed to qualify first. So, yeah, nothing crazy there. Just he's good.
How close do you feel like you guys are as a group getting to him, or is the gap still significant?
I'll let you know if you qualify.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
I love how you guys.
All right, so one final thing I wanted to talk to you about. Well, 2 things, actually. First of all, you're nominated for the Hall of Fame. May take you more than a year or 2. Sometimes it does that. But being named one of the 75 greatest drivers in NASCAR history, out of the hundreds, probably a couple of thousand people who've raced in NASCAR in the top 3 levels, what did that mean to you?
I really thought I pissed them off a few times.
Well, I know you did that. But
yeah, I know. So
you're not alone in that.
Yeah, I was quite surprised and very honored. I mean, that's no small task, and it's just you don't go into it when you're 18, because I had to wait till I was 18 to start. I never thought I was going to be in a Hall of Fame. And then growing up, you see the guys. I would go to the racetracks, and you see the black jackets and New England Auto Racing Hall of Fame guys. And I was, that guy's an old racer. Oh, that guy's an old racer. That guy's an old racer. Well, now I got one of those jackets. I'm one of those old racers.
You're still young at heart. I know that. So don't worry about that.